So I don't know what possessed me to make a video like this. I kind of just recently been finding myself often on this platform, just scrolling through things and never finding a video that really I want to watch. A lot of stuff is kind of just fed to us all willy nilly at this point. It feels like the algorithm kind of sucks nowadays. And that kind of leads me to my next thought, which is, does the algorithm suck or is YouTube just different now? And forgive me for the different video format. You can tell by the gameplay in the background. Kind of just ignore the fact that I'm playing bots on PC. I really, you don't want to see me with a controller in my hands. I will fumble every shot. I am not good with a controller. The last time I actually played Black Ops 2 was with one of the oldest Xboxes known to man. I think it was the 360. I got a PC really early, so I kind of skipped a lot of the Call of Duty phase, but Black Ops 2 does definitely have a very special place in my heart at the end of the day. Um this is not the official version of Black Ops 2. You'll see later I might put in the gameplay where I just added mods for custom skins. Like I'm just going to straight up say it. This is a pirated version of Black Ops. Listen, I'm not going to pay $60 for a game that's like probably as old as I am. Honestly speaking, I mean, honestly, let me just look it up real quick. When did this come out? Yeah, 2012. Black Ops 2 came out in 2012. That would have made me 10 years old when Black Ops 2 came out, which is pretty crazy to think about. Yeah, I'm not paying $60 for that. So, listen, I don't condone pirating. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys you should pirate, but it is what it is, okay? I say it. I've been recently coming back onto this platform making videos again because it's something I genuinely enjoy to do. I do just like the process of recording whenever I feel encouraged to just play a game and wanting to speak out loud to literally myself. Just as a quick side note, let me know if you guys like the webcam or not. I used webcam in the past and I started turning it off again. I don't know. It kind of just depends on the vibe of the video. Sometimes I like it off, sometimes I like it on. Honestly speaking, a lot of the times when I hit the record button, my mind kind of just goes blank, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's like an awkward thing because I'm actually not really talking to anybody, so it feels a little weird kind of pulling energy out of myself that I don't have. Because when I am social, it's because I've already spoken to somebody that day, whether it be a friend or my parents or whatever. I kind of just wanted to waffle a little bit about YouTube and where it's at in its current state, and kind of just what can we do to bring back what YouTube used to be, because it's not the same. We all know it's not the same, and we feel that it's not the same. But really, I kind of want to think about why. What makes YouTube different now? It used to be something that we all cherished back then. I mean, I still love this platform now. There's nothing like YouTube, and there won't be anything that will ever replace YouTube, at least not in the very, very near future whatsoever. I really like the idea of anybody can just hop on and make whatever they want to make whenever they feel they want to make it. I highly encourage that. I think it's very fun. I'm watching my own gameplay just so I can kind of get in the headspace of the vibe of the video, just kind of watching myself play it and with a lot of really easy shots. I often find myself on memory lane. I love nostalgia. I love going back and looking at things that I did, things that I used to watch, uh, even friend groups on YouTube that I used to watch. I mean, a big one that I'm sure everyone here, or at least most of you guys, have watched in the past at least once was Old Face Clan, the Phase House, the Red House with Gandhi and what was his name, Kiwi and crap, who's the other guys? Who's that stupid guy? The real dumb one. Formula was his name. Yeah, the Red House. That was a good time. And that's kind of the point. Like we I don't really see any groups like that, and when I do, it's not the same vibe. Like I know there are a bunch of friend groups still on YouTube that people watch, but I've kind of lost touch of all of that. Just the content. The content's not the same. And that leads me to my main question. Has YouTube changed or have we changed? Because I know that I was really excited every single day coming home from school to get back and hop on my computer and just watch some YouTube. And now I kind of just do it out of habit. I don't go on YouTube because I'm excited to watch a video. I go on YouTube because I'm like, please, dear God, in the back of my head, I'm just thinking, like, please, I want something that's going to satisfy me. Nothing is satisfying. All the content just seems to be really watered down. And I think a lot of that can be attributed to the fact that a lot of people are seeing content that they like, using that as inspiration, and then the next person comes along and does the same thing. And that's kind of natural. It's normal for people to use other people as inspiration because I, for one, do the same thing. I look up to a lot of people that I enjoy watching, and so when I consume all of that content, naturally all I want to do is make content like that because it inspires me. I look at this like for instance, my split self uh 2 video thing that I did with the Minecraft mod. I watched Rod. His name is Rod on YouTube. He does literally just that. He makes like horror mod videos, and I watched him a lot. And I was like, you know what? This looks fun. I want to go on my computer. I want to install a mod I haven't played, and I just want to record myself doing it. That's what gave me the inspiration. And that's the thing. It's the originality of the platform, I think overall has been decreasing. I've noticed a severe lack of originality, and that's really unfortunate because just the simplest of things like man, it's kind of hard to put my finger on it. Okay, like for instance, I used to watch these YouTubers that I loved with all my heart. Their names were well, the channel name was called Cow Chop, and it was basically a lot of people from an old group called the Creatures, who I never really watched the Creatures when they were still around. I did see a couple of their videos, like this might be a really niche reference, but uh, what was that knife name? Ripperino and Pepperoni. His name was Uber Haxer Nova. He still makes videos nowadays, but he played CS:GO and he was going through his trade offers, and people were trading him like really expensive skins in CS:GO, and they kind of just made a video on that. And I think at that point they were still part of the Creatures, because there was that one dude, I forget his name, but he was never in the group that they left. But then a lot of them, Immortal HD, and then you have what's his face, Trevor, Joe. Oh man, there's a bunch other. There's Lindsay, a bunch of other dudes. They kind of just came together and they had a house together. And I think that's another big thing too. A lot of these friend groups, they used to like live together. They used to all do their own content, and then they would make group content on a main channel. And I really liked that because it was like everyone had their own idea of what they wanted for content, but then they also just enjoy time together. And for some reason, I just don't see that anymore. And I wonder, like, where did that go? Where was that stuff? Cow Chop got disbanded. Some people from that channel, they went off and created Off Candy, and I watched Off Candy for a while, and then now Off Candy doesn't upload anymore. So there goes the whole friend group channel I used to watch after Phase. You know what I mean? Your Phase just simply is not the same anymore. There's a lot of drama, and it wasn't good drama either. Like, it wasn't the kind of drama you sit back and you're like, hey, that's funny. Let me go tell my friends about this. It's the kind of drama where you're just like, man, this is just depressing. And I think a lot of it has to do with growing up because I think we also have changed because back then we really didn't have to worry about nearly as much of anything in general. We could just enjoy our life, whether you were in school or you're still in school, but it's now college and you have a part time job or even a full time job while being in school. It's like we just don't have the same amount of time that we used to. And even when we do have time to ourselves to do stuff and go back to the things that we enjoyed the most, it just doesn't feel the same. Why? Why doesn't it feel the same anymore? Why is everything just different now? Like what is stopping anybody from just hopping on this platform and hitting the record button, doing the same thing they did years ago? What changed? And I hate to I'm gonna pull out a quick example of kind of I'm gonna name drop somebody that everybody knows that I really think does not add a good presence to the platform. and I'm just gonna say it, like, I understand why Mr. Beast content gets so many clicks. He's a businessman. I mean, I don't know much about him personally, but I can tell that that dude definitely went to school for probably business or economics, because you can just tell by the way he product places and the way he advertises himself as a product. Like, Mr. Beast is a product. Like, he is a face. He's a face of a company, of his own company, and he kind of carries himself as such. And you can just kind of get that vibe where he is a money man, and there's nothing wrong with making money. I mean, this is a lot of people's jobs, and honestly speaking, it would be great if I had that as a job one day. I mean, I make videos on this platform because I enjoy it. I don't want an upload schedule. I don't want a singular format. Like, you notice my last however many videos have all been Minecraft, and that's just because I simply have been enjoying Minecraft as my main game lately. So that's what I'm going to make videos on. I don't want to make videos on things that I might not enjoy, because honestly, I want to just play something that I want to play, that I want to do, that I want to record, because that's what's going to cause the most enjoyable content. If you're watching somebody genuinely enjoy what they do, it's going to be almost infectious, right? Like, you see someone actually laughing with their friend group, right? Like, everyone just enjoyed laughing, having fun. You can feel it. You don't need to be near somebody or know them in real life to just feel that that laughter that they had was a genuine time with their friends or with themselves, with whatever game they were playing. You know what I mean? So I don't want to sit here like okay, back to Mr. Beast though. Like, you can tell not he doesn't enjoy what he does. And I think he did a long time ago. I remember watching him when he did those little intro reactions where he'd find, like those really trashy like intros, or like, little kids just having fun, like they'd write their name on a piece of paper and then they'd record the iPad with the paper shaking, like wah, 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 wah. He would just basically make reaction videos to that. I don't know if you guys remember those videos, but they were really fun. I think he enjoyed YouTube at that point, but somewhere along the lines of when I stopped watching him, I think he realized truly the amount of pull, you could say, that he had on the platform, and that he could take himself way further. And even still, with season 2 of the Beast games coming out, that that shows you that he keeps taking things further, and he keeps pushing and he keeps pushing, and he wants to do more, bigger, better, crazier, all this editing, like over the top ADHD effect here, transition here, sound effect there. It's all perfectly engineered, and it just all seems so fake. And I think that at the end of the day is what this platform has been desperately lacking compared to everything else that I noticed that's kind of leaving this place. Is authenticity. People making videos because they want to make them. And I get that making money is just that's what makes the world go around. And obviously, if YouTube is your job, you have to keep making videos. Even when you don't want to make a video, you're going to make a video because you need to get paid. And I get that. And I just really hope for that person, whoever it is I may be referring to at this point, I hope that they still find it within themselves that they enjoy their job. And even if YouTube isn't your job, the whole point of this platform shouldn't be how many people can I get to stare at this screen, because I don't really let's take my last video, right, which is now my most viewed video on this channel, was the one where I did the mod pack I made. That got so many views so fast for me. Having that video at 4,000 views now, I mean, that is great. Like, that is a lot for me. Like, I was so grateful for that. And the thing of it is, most of those views were quality views. They weren't just there. Like, I have a lot of likes compared to the views. I had a ton of comments, and that's what matters to me. I want quality over quantity. I don't want to sit there with a million views and have like some really brain rot comments. Like, everybody who left a comment either made me laugh or made me feel good about myself and made me want to keep making videos. That's what I want from the platform. And I think, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm kind of just waffling on and I'm not really getting to the main point, but I guess I just miss old YouTube. I miss everything this platform used to be. I miss the amount of fun I used to have just watching another video. And the energy that people gave out wasn't clickbaity. It was infectious. And even when it was clickbaity, right? Like Phase House, right? Let's take that for example. The whole Phase group, they were like the trademark at the time for like clickbait thumbnails, with the all those poses and stuff and over the top yelling and reactions. Even that was entertaining because you knew it was just so stupid that it was funny and it was enjoyable and they knew that, right? But now we're doing this whole clickbait thing, and I say us, but I mean a lot of big YouTubers are doing that and creating that kind of type of clickbait, but they're not actually giving it their energy. It's so fake, and it's not even fake for it, like the entertainment of it, right? Because all that clickbait crap that FaZe did, that was still entertaining. You clicked it because it was ridiculous, and you're like, hey, this actually turned out to be pretty funny. And even though it was like almost acting, you didn't leave going, man, I just wasted my time. Let me ask you guys this: on a daily basis, not on a daily basis, let's just say on the amount of times that you guys are on YouTube watching a video and then you've actually finished it, right? How many of those times have you gotten off that video and actually remembered anything about the video or laughed or even smiled? How many times? How many times have you felt satisfied with what you just watched? That you didn't just waste your time and you regret even getting on your computer or your Xbox or your phone and wish you had done something else with your time. Because for me personally, I really find myself regretting spending so much time on YouTube nowadays. And a lot of that can be attributed to, I guess, let's just say TikTok, for example. I mean, I personally use Reels, and it's the same thing at the end of the day. It's just this infinite source of throw out any content, doesn't matter what, doesn't matter if you care about what you're doing or not. You're just going to watch it and your brains turn off and you don't remember anything and none of it was memorable and you're just staring at the screen. You might as well be looking at a wall. But the wall doesn't have that much stimulation, right? Because we need stimulation. We need things to consume. We need things that will take away other things that we should be focused on that we don't want to be focused on. Like our own problems, like our life, like reality. Like don't get me wrong, escaping from reality, that can be a healthy thing. And I know that might be a hot take. Obviously, you don't want to sit there and stare into the void for, half the day. That's not healthy for you, but if you've had a rough day or you're going through a rough time, there's nothing wrong with wanting to just zone out to some content and maybe laugh, you know, maybe laugh at something every now and then. And that kind of leads me to my next point, which I already forgot. Everyone everyone just wants to have a good time. Everyone wants to laugh at something. Everyone wants to take a deep breath after anything they've been going through or still currently going through and say, you know what, maybe things aren't so bad. And that's what this platform used to do for me, right? I used to be so much worse mentally. And still I struggle with a bunch of stuff and that doesn't even matter. But the point is like everyone's going through something and we all need an outlet, right? And YouTube used to be a really good outlet. It used to help me take my mind off things for just a little bit before I had to get back and start thinking about things again. It was a wholesome place where I could just find something that I genuinely enjoy to watch. And even still, there's a lot of high quality videos that I've watched where they're highly edited, they're very well put together, and I'm like, hey, you know what? That was a pretty good video. I'm gonna like that, and I might leave a comment and add it to my favorite videos playlist. But that seems to be so much more far and few. I remember adding so many videos to my playlist back in the day because I just kept finding all these things. I'm like, dude, this guy's hilarious, or this whole group is great, or like, wow, I was actually really entertained by that. I can't believe I was. And now I'm just like, I I will click on a video for 20 seconds, stare at it, and I'm like, what am I doing? I don't even want to watch this. Why did I even click on this in the first place? This was stupid. And then I repeat that cycle. It's just a cycle. It's a cycle of bad habits, is what it is. And maybe we all need to take a break from scrolling every now and then and start, read a book, go outside, maybe back then things were different because maybe we all got outside more. Maybe we all had more friends to talk to. Or maybe you do have friends to talk to, but everyone's just so busy and you don't really have anything to do. I don't know, I'm kind of just yapping on, and that's really the whole vibe of this video is just a yap. I just felt like I needed to talk about YouTube because I love this place still. And even though it's not the same, there's nothing else like it. And I like making content. I want to make whatever kind of content I feel like making. I don't care about a format. If someone subscribed to me to watch Minecraft videos, I'll end up making another Minecraft video. But at the end of the day, as much as I love all the comments I get, I don't want to do anything that I don't want to do. I want to make variety videos. I want to do different formats, do different things. And I do take requests. Like I like suggestions. I want people to be like, "Hey, you should do this or you should try that." But I don't, how do I put this? I don't just want to be the yes guy. Does that make sense? I don't want to just make videos of I don't want to go and do something that I feel like I might not enjoy. You know what I mean? I want to make content because I feel like it, I feel motivated, and I feel good doing it, and I just enjoy my time. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot with all this stuff, and I probably am. Um, so this is the next question, really, is what do we do about this? How do we make YouTube like how it was again? And I think the simplest answer I can possibly give off the top of my head right now is just start making stuff. Any one of you watching this right now, whether this gets 10 views or 10,000, it doesn't matter, right? Any one of you guys right now, whether it's on YouTube or you're an artist and you like to draw, just start making stuff. Start making stuff. Don't make it because someone else suggested it to you. Don't make it because someone else told you to. Don't make it because you think it's going to make someone else happy. Make it because it makes you happy. And I think that's where everybody has gone wrong on this platform. And I use everybody as a very general statement. I I'm I am generalizing, but obviously there's more to this than just everybody. I'm sure it's not everybody, but please, just start creating stuff. Just start making stuff. It doesn't matter what people think of it. I don't care. I don't care if people don't like my videos. I don't care. I love all the positive comments I get. Honestly, sometimes I tear up at them. You know what I mean? Sometimes when I read some comments I get at nighttime, I'm looking at them like, honestly, I'm cynical. Some of the positive comments, I'm like, there's no way you actually think that about my video. Like that's what pops up in my head. That's how like that's how tainted my view is. It's like there's no way that this random person is watching me and actually cares about what I'm doing. And that's my own problem, right? I shouldn't let that affect me or what I do. I should just keep making videos because I think they're fun. And I'm not saying any of this to be like, "Oh, please don't leave any positive comments. I'm not going to appreciate them." I literally like I brag about my comments to my girlfriend, to my mom, to my entire family. I'm like, "Look at what this person said." I'll take a screenshot and I'll be like, "This is crazy. Like this is a random person who doesn't know me, who just watched my content and actually took the time to make a comment." And that's a big thing. I don't think some of y'all realize how big comments actually are. At least to me. Like I don't comment most of the time on people's videos. Even when I really like the video, sometimes I even forget to like the video when I like the video. So for someone to like it and then comment something so positive and wholesome or even like funny, I'm like, dude, you didn't even need to do that. That was so unnecessary, but every like I'm like, wow, that is just like I appreciate that. Like that is so crazy to me. I don't know. I think that matters more than anything else. Is that kind of feedback. I'm just like I kind of just did something random one day and someone cared about it. Someone cared about what I did or maybe I made someone laugh and that's cool. And I just wish more YouTubers kind of adopted that mindset of like I okay, sometimes I'll get these random recommendations. I'm sure everyone does where it's like under 1,000 views. They like I'm sure that's how people found me. I my videos didn't have many views. My videos don't have many views. So people get them recommended and they clicked it seeing that I'm a little fry, I'm a little fish in the big pond. And I see these YouTubers sometimes and I see this content and all these people will comment on their videos. uh, um there was a video recently I just found that was like actually not half bad and a lot of people commented leaving really wholesome things and it was like a week old. But the messed up thing is that not a single like a lot of these content creators, these small ones even